Gonna party like it's tonight. You damn right. I'm feeling real single. To get in my zone, I got my best friends in the crew. We about to have a good time. You know what we came to do. We gon' shut this shit down, and I'ma drink you off my mind. Pour me up one time. Let's hit the dance floor, bumping right. Gonna party like it's 2009. I feel like I'm ready to mingle. Gonna pop bottles 'cause I know I'm looking fly. You damn right, I'm feeling real single. Now the room is rocking, and ain't no stopping, 'cause I'm doing my thing while the beat is dropping. I'm feeling free, I'm feeling me, I'm feeling sexy. Dancing with this guy who caught my eye, and now you're vexy. 'Cause your time has come and gone, got by so long, and it's time that I moved on to the next one. The hottest thing up in the club, you know what's up. I ain't thinking about you, scrub. I don't want no scrub. Must have forgot who you fucking with. Must have forgot, homie, I'm the shit. 'Cause you was hitting my line and you was texting when I made it go drip, 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 drip.
So don't try to flip and don't try to skip. You know what you gon' miss, nigga. Ooh, you a trip. Thought we was much more than friends with benefits. 'Cause I was giving it and you was getting it.
But that's alright. Have a good night. Should've thought twice. Ooh, boy, bye. Gonna party, party. Gonna party, party. Gonna party like it's 2009. Gonna party, party. Gonna party, party.
You think you deserve my love and affection more than kisses and hugs. And erections can give me what I need. Can you satisfy me, baby? Been feeling some kind of way lately. Can you tell me what love is? Can you hold me tight? Can you be there to cry? Can you take my first? Can you accept my crazy ways? You know we all have our days. Now tell me, baby, can you love me? Can you love me? Can you love me? Love is a complicated phrase. Are you afraid of commitment? Are you kidding? But you wanna be in my business? Get with it if all that is all that's scaring you. forget it. Out the window goes commitment. Through this door is sweet temptation. You just do me like you love me. Make love to me passionately and caress me. Let them filters go, boy, and get real with me. Out the window is commitment, and we're deep in sweet temptation. Can you hold me tight? What can you make me cry? Can you take my fights? Can you endure my crazy ways? Let's sex the night away. Oh, now tell me, baby, you love me? Can you love me? Can you love me? Love is a complicated thing.
Is he loving you right? Fucking you right like the very first time. It was love at first sight. Matter of fact, it was a sweet seduction. Hucklebuck girl ain't no run. Give it to me, daddy girl, I'm coming. I just wanna, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. It's hard up on my tongue, but I could put something on it. All you gotta do is tear a trap where you want it. I'ma push up on it. Kiss up on it. Tonight is about action, a night full of passion. She moaning, she screaming, she biting, she scratching. She biting, she scratching. Did me so good that it come with reaction. Trap boy, it's the mannequin. Trust me with your love, never heard again. What's your man name, never heard again. Like girl, you the best, you deserve to win. Body like a dime, she a perfect 10. A perfect 10. Always in the mood with it. I know what to do with it. Talking love like what they got to do with it.
You love me. Can you love me? Love is a complicated thing.
J-Lo Blue, that's that the rags.
Infinite
Yo, what's going on? It's Mr. Deeds, and you are tuned in to the Vibe on Air. That's right, it's Thursday night, and you know what we do. Feel free to hit us up, 216-526-1555. We got a great show for you today. Make sure you are following us on all social media, man. All social media. That's all social media. Not just one thing, all things. You know what I'm saying? Today, our guests will be the ladies of the Japo Cultural Arts Institute. We got Jabila Games, excuse me. Queen Shy. We got Sylvia Moya. It's going down, man. We're going to talk about the 10th annual Juneteenth concert that's coming up, and about African dance in general and the culture itself. Well, of course, I got the ratchet news for you, so we got that going on as well. It's about to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy as hell. I got a lot of music I'm going to be playing, of course, because I like to support independent artists. You might hear some of it in the background right now. It's going. But make sure you are tuned in to us and hit us up on all social media, especially by going to the website at www.thevibeonair.com. Go there, hit the follow button. If you got a Google account, which everybody do, just type your information. Then you can post videos there and, music if you need to. You can post videos and music, and, it goes down like that. So we just going to keep it moving, man. I got to send a shout out to the legendary John Singleton. He passed recently, and he was in the forefront of black directors, and he made some groundbreaking work, and he changed the scope for a lot of black actors and a lot of black directors. So rest in peace to that man, and his legacy will live on. But if you want to send music to us and you want your music played on our show, feel free to hit me up. The email address is right here under my chin. It's the Vibe on Air. Why is it in my face? Let me pull it down. It's the Vibe on Air at gmail.com. The Vibe on Air at gmail.com. Send us your music and we will play it. As you see, we got a new background behind us and everything, trying to make it look more like a studio in this one. But we try to do some things. But I'm gonna hop into some music, man, and try to support some of these artists. When the show first came on, we had Charlene Yvette with Single. The homegirl Silka with her video Love, and Gina Fayola with that Mind Control. Gina, I need some new music, though. We need a new video, all that. So make sure you send us some stuff. But we're going to take this quick second to get ready to play some new music for you. We're going to try to keep it to a reggae African theme, since we got, the Japo Cultural Arts here. We're going to keep it reggae as much as possible. So, I got some music from Ross T coming up. My homeboy from all the West Guyana, Africa, The Sun. I'm going to play some of his music. I got Wildlife Sounds. I'm going to play some of the music. And so on and so forth, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. But before I go and do anything, I just want y'all to do me a favor, man. I need y'all's love and support as well. So support me too.
If you or someone you love need to be freed, call Mr. Deeds. With immediate response, 24-hour bail bond service for misdemeanor or felony charges, Mr. Deeds is ready, serving all courts in all counties with affordable bail bond service.
Mr. Deeds is who you need to be freed.
Hey y'all, this is Tasha. Tuned in to Vibe on Air.
We promote a frequency, a universal vibration, a sound that will ring loud and clear. Hear? Special type of frequency, celestial transmission, megahertz and kilohertz, ringing loud and clear. Food for your body, strength for your soul. It's the type of situation that Babylon can control. You don't need no medication. Tune in to the situation. Everyone get your vibe. Energy will electrify. Frequency. Frequency. creation. Come to cast the wicked out. The flex selection in abundance. Strong like soldier, no redundance. Standing firm from creation. The flex, I turn on meditation. Feel the vibe, come feel the vibe. Everyone have to keep it alive. It no matter your present condition. Everyone not gonna receive the transmission. It's the prophecy. Check your history. That's why me I gonna give them a frequency. Give them a
Never will I ever leave your side, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know. Never will I ever leave your side, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know. You ain't gotta say a word, I can hear your body calling. Ain't no holding back, girl, tonight we going all in. Never thought that I would find love, but I'm falling. These haters on the sideline, ain't mad cause we ballin'. I can't deny it, I got me a rider. She goes 0 to 100 for me. We just got this money up and stay low key. Baby, you're the only one that I need. Shawty, you gon' get this work. I'ma give you everything that you deserve. I never let nobody take your place, girl. I will always put you first. Never will I ever leave your side, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know. Never will I ever leave your side, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know. Never will I ever let you go. Coming right away, baby, I'ma rock your boat. Your wish is my command, whatever you want, just let me know. Girl, I got you wide open. I'm about to dive in your ocean. Let's make love in slow motion. No breaks, I'ma keep going. Never will I ever let you go. Coming right away, baby, I'ma rock your boat. Your wish is my command, whatever you want, just let me know. Girl, I got you wide open. I'm about to dive in your ocean. Let's make love in slow motion. No breaks, I'ma keep going. Never will I ever leave your side, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know. Never will I ever leave your side, girl. Never will I ever waste your time, girl. Never will I ever tell a lie, girl. Never will I ever know, never will I ever know.
The picture perfect seemed to shimmer bright. Yeah, in the midst of darkness. Never for a second did I thought what I fear was my very present. Failing to realize the lies, the ugly truth behind that awkward silence. And all the bad blood that we never spewed. I masked myself in a web of blissful memories until. Why you do me like that? You know I love it like that, eh? And when you freak me like that, I can't freak you right back, eh? Why you do me like that? Yeah, you know I love it like that, eh?
Gotta turn my mic on the way on. What's going on? It's the Vibe on Air. Mr. D's, the open mic king in the building, if you don't believe me. Yeah. And it's going down. The Vibe on Air. Make sure you follow us on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Periscope, Snapchat, whatever, wherever we at, we all there. The Vibe on Air. Make sure you following and subscribing and vibing. Do all that. You just heard music from Sophie Saint, Why You Do Me Like That. The homeboy Paulie De Niro with Never Will I Ever. And from Ross T. Dub, Flex Himself, Frequency. We got some more of this reggae and African music for y'all later. It may not even be African, but they from Africa. We all sort of from Africa at one point. I just hope this girl don't kick my camera again like she did earlier. We got our guests in the building. The ladies from the Japo Cultural Arts Institute. Jamila, Queen Shy, and Salima. I hope I said it. I know how to say words. But we're going to talk to them shortly. But right now, it's about that time we get to, the dumbness. What I like to call. I'm going to just let it speak for itself real quick.
Ratchet News.
All right. Today in Ratchet News, I'm going to start from what I think is the least ratchet to the most ratchet, as I always do. The stuff straight from the news. I'm not making this up like I say every time. This is real. So let's get it started. All right. A Georgia teen. Okay, everything freezing because the computer moving slow. It happens sometimes. It's ratchet news. Stuff get ratchet. Damn, Windows update. Teen arrested for robbing the same house twice in one day. They laughing in here and stuff. Yeah, but he did. In Woodstock, Georgia, authorities say 2 teens have been arrested after robbing a Georgia home twice in one day. Citing a Cherokee County Sheriff's Officer release, 18-year-old Jarrell Bankston and the 16-year-old was arrested Wednesday. The 2 were taken into custody on charges including burglary and possession of drug-related objects. Police haven't released the identity of the 16-year-old boy yet. The release says that the 2 teens robbed a Woodstock home earlier that day and were spotted trying to re-enter the home. The release says they ran when the deputies arrived but were later arrested. It says that the deputies recovered a backpack believed to have been taken from the home. And the backpack held clothing, 2 knives, drug-related objects, and less than 1 ounce of marijuana. It's unclear if the teens have lawyers. They went to the same house twice. You don't know. You ain't never heard lightning don't strike twice. If y'all gonna rob stuff, do it better, baby. Do it better. Y'all gotta get more. They would, John. They would probably be better robbers when they get out of jail. But to the 2 dumbass teens, I salute you. Sit your dumb ass down. Just stay down. Next. Now this is real dumb. Shoplifter busted after returning to the scene of a crime to fill out a job application. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this. What the fuck? I mean, I can't make this up. It's real stuff. He went. Look. It'll be interesting to see how he answered the questions. Have you ever been charged with a crime? A Wyoming man was arrested after filling out an application at Sportsman's Warehouse where he just shoplifted sunglasses and bullets. The 36-year-old allegedly shoplifted he was a shoplifter who first visited the Gillette, Wyoming sporting goods store to buy a few items, at which he also stole a pair of $90 shades and ammo worth $50. Roughly 3 hours later, Sportsman Warehouse reported the theft. The unidentified perp returned to the store to fill out a job application. During that visit, the alleged thief reportedly lifted 2 more pairs of sunglasses valued at $85. That's bold. That's bold as hell. He robbed the store for some sunglasses and some bullets already. Then he go back, fill out a job application, then stole some more sunglasses.
Oh my damn.
I don't know. They didn't say if he got arrested or nothing yet, so he might still be on the loose. He might be coming back for an interview. We don't know. But they need to lock up them sunglasses and them bullets, because that's crazy. But to that man right there with the insane plan, that's just funny. I just ain't never thought about that. Let me just go get a job real quick, go apply for a job, and then rob them motherfuckers while we at the same time. That's dope. That's dope. You're a smart man. Next, and this really just lightweight kind of pisses me off a little bit, but if you see this picture on the screen, it's a cake in the shape of a blackface. Well, teens at an Oregon high school allegedly baked a chocolate cake, decorated it in blackface, and naming it Alfonso. Students in a high school cooking class allegedly decorated a chocolate dessert as a blackface and sold it at a bake sale. According to the Oregonian newspaper, Aisha Freeman, the principal of Cleveland High School, wow, what a coincidence, in Portland, Oregon, emailed parents on Thursday to relay an event that was hurtful to our staff and students of color. Cleveland student Brody Crater tweeted, a bunch of white girls at my school made a blackface chocolate cake, and we're all pissed about it. Alleging that a noose was also found hanging in the school entranceway. A bunch of white girls at my school made a blackface chocolate, and we're all pissed about it, is what the thread said, so they're just basically repeating the tweet. But on here is just a bunch of different tweets from different people in the school, but that's everybody. He said he wondered if the cake sold. When reached by Yahoo Lifestyle, spokesman Harry Steve, that's his house spell, said that we are still gathering facts to determine exactly what happened, and we want and expect our schools to be a place where all students feel free, welcome, included and respected by staff and classmates. Any act of racism, racial insensitivity, or discrimination of any sort is completely unacceptable at our schools, and our primary focus in the days ahead is on giving our students any and all support they need as they begin to heal from this incident. I just think in this new climate, thanks to as my dude used to call him Trumpito, Donald Trump, it's just white folks is getting more brazen with this stuff, man. They feel like they can do and say anything without any consequence. So now they just making blackface cakes, calling us the N-word. Now it's going all the way to the schools, and it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, and the teachers need to do more about it. I can't even crack jokes about it because it's just ignorant. They made a blackface cake. It's blatantly a blackface cake with big pink lips. So to the children at that school and their mamas and their daddies, sit your dumb ass down, and then kiss my entire ass. The ladies over here laughing. But if you thought the blackface cake was bad, it gets worse. It gets worse. I got a video. Check it out.
Well, Robin and Larry, due to confidentiality laws, the district is not discussing what action has been taken against the boys involved. However, students are still planning a walkout later today over what happened. In a video posted to social media on Sunday, a carload of white boys with their faces blackened are seen and heard joking with each other at a fast food drive-thru. One of the teens is in a school sweatshirt. Although there has been an apology,
I like it when the news called them white boys, though. That was real.
There is disappointment and outrage among parents and students. Some say given the times and a black student population of nearly 70% here, there is no excuse for such blatant racism.
We learned about this stuff when we were in middle school. We learned about it when we were even younger than that. You know right from wrong. Like, there has to be something that's telling you that that's not okay.
I hate it, and I feel really bad for the community. I hate what it is, the attention that it's brought to our community.
To see them representing our school this way, when I go out of my way to represent in a positive fashion, is disgusting.
Administrators met with the students involved and their parents on Sunday, and a letter was sent out to all Homewood Flossmoor families condemning the posts and stressing student safety. And in a joint statement,
I'm going to cut the video because I'm tired of listening to the lady talk. My thing is that I'm mad they blurred the face out, because I feel like they should have just put their faces on the news, because it would have made it easier for all the black students to whip their ass in school tomorrow. For real. I mean, that's what it should be. They should get their asses whooped. But a group of Chicago high school students, see, that's where you already messed up. You in Chicago too? They gonna kill your ass. They filmed themselves driving around in blackface and harassing staff at McDonald's drive-thru, sparking outrage from the community members and calls for a walkout, according to local reports. Photos and videos shared on social media over the weekend show at least 3 Homewood Flossmoor students riding in a car with their faces painted black and ordering from the drive-thru window while making derogatory remarks about African-American women. Wow. After complaints from parents, school administrators met with the families of the students involved on Sunday. Administrators said the highly offensive and culturally insensitive behavior will not be condoned, but wouldn't say what actions had been taken, citing confidentiality laws. It's unclear if any of the students were in class on Monday. The mother of one of the sophomore students told the local Patch her son and his friends don't know what blackface was. Really? Fuck, you don't know what blackface is, but they making them, whatever, I ain't finna get into it. This is a very sensitive thing, she said, on the condition of anonymity. As crazy as it sounds, it's not about race. We are not racist. The students didn't even know what blackface meant until they Googled it later. It was a completely dumb and childish. But students at the school, which is nearly 70% African American, said there's no excuse. Now, I'm not going to read any further because the outrage is already sensed that we've seen the thing. But here's the thing. If there's 70% black people in that school, eventually they're going to find out who these kids were. And truthfully, if you haven't looked yet, if you go on YouTube, the video's there and it's not blurred. So these kids have put themselves in a whole lot of shit. For real. And then you're in the city of Chicago where really they just don't care. I hate to see what's going to happen. They need to take them kids out of school because it's not going to be a good thing. It's not. It's going to be bad. It's going to be terrible. We're going to see a story later. The 4 white kids that were dressed up in blackface got their ass kicked several times daily in English. Then the gym, then at lunch. So to those dumbasses, get your dumb ass down. And I hope somebody whoop y'all ass. All y'all and your parents too. And if you feel funny about it, my email address is thevibeonair@gmail.com. That's the ratchet news for today. That's all I got. It was I felt dry with it, but I don't care. We're going to go back into some music, and when we come back, we're going to talk to these ladies that's going to talk about African dancing and natural hair and Juneteenth and March 10th and May 10th. We're going to talk to the ladies at the Japo Cultural Arts Center. I thought it was funny. They might. We're going to find out in a minute. Going to play some music and show some support to people and all that. It's the Vibe on Air. Damn it.
Yo, Wild Lifestyle. I'm Zookeeper, the true speaker. I'm Drummy. You're tuned in to the Vibe on Air. Boom shot. Wild Lifestyle. Wow.
me things. You show my third eye things that ain't never seen.
You were sent from just on to take my heart, and I will never let no one ever tear us apart.
We ain't finished yet.
ZenBstyle.com. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. African supremacy is either you a friend of me or you an enemy. If you ain't a kin of me, you got the same skin as me. Retaliation is the only remedy. Even when I die, my legacy will live it till infinity. 100,000 years later, motherfuckers don't remember me. I want the continent back. I'm spitting bars all over the track. I'm going hard till my lungs collapse. A lot of motherfuckers thought I was finished, but pay attention cause I'm only beginning. It ain't no boundaries whenever I spit it. If we united, we can change our position. If for my niggas is dead, and for my niggas still sitting in prison, emasculated by the criminal system. They give us the guns, they give us the drugs, and then they turn around and convict. They call it capitalism while we fill up their prisons and they making the millions. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Dedicated to the ones who never lost hope, shackled up in the bottom of the boat. Thank you for never giving up and allowing me the chance to grow. And to the ones who fall back, and to the ones who had to slip their own throats. Cause they'd rather see a grave than they'd rather be a slave. Either way, I gotta commend you cause you had to be brave. I don't know what I would've did in that situation, but today the shit that we facing is almost in the exact equation. No exaggeration, free all of our innocent brothers and sisters lost to mass incarceration all across the nation that was built from the work on the plantation without compensation for hundreds of years, creating a richer nation but no appreciation. We need reparation, but even better representation to the land of creation. For Cape Town and Cairo, the land we taking it's either that or we going, I'm blaming. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Beast, bang, bang. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power. Ungawa, black power.
Now I have a question. You said 25 million were brought here.
Yes.
6 million died, but how many babies were born here?
But I mean, about that, I mean, you're gonna talk about 100.
We going into hundreds of millions of people. We're counting the people that died coming here, the people that died here, the people that died on the boat, and the people that died when they got there.
Age of Records. Yeah.
Galaxy, Harbor City, AJ. I'm stepping on the ladder to the top. When they want me down, pushing me to flop. My hands are still free, if you put me handcuffed. Lyrics on my chest, causing me to cough. If they see me weak, but I'm moving strong. If they see me still, but I'm rolling on. When they see me back, but I take for pounds. If they see me rolling, I'm rolling on. I do my own thing, I don't see nobody. I am keeping on. I go jump to the sky till I touch the ceiling. Why they wish me down, my brother? Why they wish me down, oh Lord? Why they wish me down, my brother? Why they wish me down, oh Lord?
I compete with nobody, but what I compete with the challenges is difficult, situation beyond my capability. That's why I stay focused, trying to make things guy with the ability of Emmy High. With the help of God, I stood the border. I debating up against humility, discouragement, frustration. Don't wanna see it trying to be as. Cause we exceptional. Don't mean I don't want to stop the music. We're different, I together with the edgy crew. Always be extremely best songs. We remaining with you, always captivate. You don't have to tell us of this on every ass anyway. It's obvious they do music for the future. My song is definitely gonna rule for centuries. That's why I don't follow water. Others are done mostly in the music industry. I stick to my unique and classic way to do music. The tradition goes on GH hip hop till I die. Son of feedback on my grind and we shine. No amount of insult, all hate will carry away from the truth. Done it's the for out to ride, never look back. I listen to this a real deal. Let's put our soul, body, and spirit in it to get paid.
I did the see 1, 2, 3, I am still counting. Every day and night I am counting money. All eyes on me, but I'm still doing me. I never be like you, I didn't feel like me. Do like you, I am doing me. Yeah. Why you they wish me down, my brother? Why you they wish me down? Why you they wish me down? Why you they wish me down, my brother? Why you they wish me down?
Ain't gonna stop, I keep on pushing till I get it. So to hit a set, tuck across the battle line, drunk from a lab. That's completing my mission of a news God assigned to me. You better love me or stop dragging my name in the mud. Don't be surprised, seeing us taking over. In spite of obstruction rules, confidential, we still penetrating, breaking unbreakable boundaries. All curse are against me, tend to blessings. Basketball, custom meals, take good photos. Hey, now you wanted the top of which I am from the angel full of vision and the miracles. I'm fully packed with a little supplication, constantly consoling and preaching. So on this F, can it be my imagination? If you gonna appreciate myself, just leave me out of these. I'm pulling my spirit down. I live to live my dream. Probably you ain't the one, God is just for me to help unleash, expose my image to the universe. I'm better off with agent records. I can see the flashlight with you projecting my dreams, bringing it to reality. Much love to my TLC fans, those that give me something right from the start. Yeah.
Why you they wish me down, my brother? Why you they wish me down? Why you they wish me down? Why you they wish me down, my brother? Why you they wish me down? If they see me weak, but I'm moving strong. If they see me still, but I'm holding on. Want to see me back, but I take for pounds. If they see me on, see, rolling, I'm rolling on. I dey do my own thing, I know they see nobody. I am keeping on. I go jump to the sky till I touch the ceiling. Why you they wish me down, my brother? Why you they wish me down? Why you they wish me down? Why you they wish me down, my brother? Why you they wish me down?
Yeah, it's the vibe on air. Mr. Deeds, the open mic king. And you just tuned in. We having an African reggae type theme today because we got the ladies of Japo, because the D is silent, like Django. It's like Django little cousin name. But it's Japo Cultural Arts Institute. They in the building. We're going to talk more about them in a second. But we got to just play some music from... Let's see, we had Miss BBC with her Reggae Valentine, Beast Bang Bang by my homie Camp Cleveland. And from the Sun, straight from West Ghana, he said, why you want to wish me down? It's like saying why you hating on me, but in African. Feel free, man. We still here, so make sure you following us on all social media. We on all social media simply by searching the vibe on air. It's not that hard. It really ain't. Don't make me tell you again, because I will. I like repeating myself. But in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking to the ladies of Joppo Cultural Arts Center. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Jamila, Queen Shy, and Salima. I ain't giving y'all their last names because I can't remember. It's real, be real out here. And my memory ain't what it used to be because I'm old now. But they'll tell you I know their first names. I know Camilla last name Jamila, Ramilla, Sanilla.
Like clean it up.
Yeah.
Clean it up.
It's all right. It's all right. We're going to get through this. How y'all ladies doing tonight?
I'm good.
That's good.
Right.
We had to have the one almost stripped down because she wouldn't green screen appropriate, but she, you know.
I do what I have to do for the team.
Right, I see that. She jumped right into it, just like, oh, what you need me to do? It's like, wow, you really want to be on TV? That's how some of these stars get their spot. No, just not the queen. Not the queen. All right, so let's go down the line, and everybody can tell who they are and everything, and what y'all roles is. And starting with old Jamila here.
There ain't nothing old on this.
You old.
Hello.
I know you for a long time. You older than me. Nah, you ain't older than me.
Why do y'all watch this show? I don't understand.
Because of this reason. Just tell them who you
I
is.
am Jamila Gaines, a.k.a. Coco. I've been dancing with Coco. Been dancing with Joppo for on and off for 10 years. This is our 10th year Juneteenth festival. And swinging it over to my girl here.
Hey, fam. My name is Queen Shy. I've been with Joppo for a number of years now as a dancer, as a drummer, and currently as the marketing goddess. Yes.
Goddess. Yeah, she called
You a drummer too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to swing it on over to my sister, Salima.
All right. My name is Sister Salima, and I've been with Joppo for, even before inception, 10 years plus, as a dancer, as a representative, as an organizer, just straight liaison.
And you was in the movie Inception, you said?
No, I didn't say
That's
that.
a joke. That's a joke.
Yeah,
I know. She's like, what the hell this dude talking about? There's something wrong with him.
It is.
Now,
indeed.
Now, a lot of people don't know, but me and Jamila go back a little bit because we've done one play. We just started to do two. Did we do both of them?
When you in the second one? The
I was in the first one, and then we did the I know why the cage. It was the one when the girl was in jail. You was one of the prisoners.
Yeah.
And then we rehearsed for it. We rehearsed for.
Up, girl.
Yeah, she was locked up. They won't let her out. But I think we rehearsed for another one. I don't know if that play ever came to fruition. I don't remember. I don't remember. But we've done some acting together. We are tenured actors and very tenured. Tenured, yes. We're not asking about your sexual preference. You didn't have to mention that. Being a thespian.
Not the law.
Wow.
But she she does a lot. I know she's a talent all to her own. And when she told me about it, and I know about the Juneteenth thing. And she brought it to me. I said, that's cool. But then I had a scheduling conflict because she was supposed to be on here sooner. But, things happen.
It happens in its own time, right on time.
Right.
Now, I'm going to jump over Jamila real quick because I got questions for her. But let's start with Queen Shy.
Yes, sir.
Why your parents named you that?
Because they knew I was divine.
That's your legal name?
Of course.
Show me a birth certificate.
I got it in the car.
Go get it.
I get this question all the time.
But that is your real name?
I know.
Okay.
No.
Now you playing with people.
No, listen. We live in a day and age where a woman can be called a lot of different things before her name. Mm-hmm. And so I just want to remind brothers that who we really are queens. So I'm not a queen by myself. I just want to let a person know how to address me.
I like that. I like that. All right, you get some applause. Fake audience like that. The fake audience really likes that. It's good when you make the fake audience happy. But damn, they really like that. They just won't stop.
That's right.
But so as a drummer, are you like a drummer? Like, is it like formal drums, like sticks and bass, all that?
Yeah, so I said the djembe earlier, but my favorite is the doon doon, and we do use sticks on a doon doon.
Okay. I don't know nothing about a doom doom. What kind of drum is a doom doom?
Yeah, a doom doom is. There's several different types of doom dooms. I like to play the one that's has a low tone to it.
Bass.
Yeah.
The doom doom.
So like basically, remember when cars used to have that bass in their trunk?
The doom doom.
That's the doom.
It's the bottom.
The doom
It's the
doom.
bottom beat. It's what carries the beat.
Right.
You know,
I'm gonna say doom doom a lot this show.
There you go.
Because it's like the doom doom. But y'all watching yourself.
We watching ourselves. Cause D ain't about that. He ain't got it for real. So it's like a whole 5-minute delay on the playback. So if y'all see us looking
That's only in the
crazy,
studio. Y'all see us now straight the way it is.
But it's like a 5-minute delay.
But
So we're gonna be looking at ourselves.
That's how dark skinned people do. They try to throw light skinned people under the bus.
I mean, it's like
not the colorism.
I know, right?
Not right now.
Well, Salima, let's talk. Let's go start with you because you seem like you get the most sense.
Indeed, she does.
But tell us about since you've been there since the beginning, since the inception. No Leonardo, and tell us about how Japo formed. Before I start saying the Japo again.
Okay, so the artistic director, Talise Campbell, is the
She laughing for no reason.
No reason.
So
The
so
professor.
our artistic director is Talise Campbell, and she's an African dancer, originally from Cleveland, and she had been studying culture and arts and dance and traveling around the world to Africa, all over.
Pull that mic towards you a little bit so I can. You
Okay,
can
studying.
There you go.
Studying this art form, African dance, and being a native of Cleveland, realizing that there was a need for culture within Cleveland to spread this information. So she started to teach in Cleveland, having community classes so that the community can learn about their culture and their heritage through African dance. And so by her doing that, she was able to network, translate this, all over the city, and became known and says, you know what, we need to come together and have a culminating program. And Juneteenth was a perfect opportunity to say, you know what, this is, anything about Juneteenth, this is when, this is our historical background in terms of when, the slaves they found out late that they was freed.
Right.
Okay. So, for us, it's like, this is late for us. And you know what I'm saying? Because we don't know our culture. We've been, we have been separated from our culture. We lost our culture. So it's time for us to come back, like Sankofa. It's never too late to return and fetch what was left behind. Mm-hmm. So dealing with the African theme, it's like, let's come together, pull together, learn about our African culture, learn about this tradition, because a lot of us are very talented, young brothers and sisters in our community. They can dance. We got rhythm. We could sing. We could dance. We have this. But now, hey, check this out. We got some culture that belongs to us. So let's learn about it and let's teach each other in our community. And what better way than through a performance, through, live drumming and dancing, and get an opportunity for our community and others from other cities. I'm originally from New York. So,
I can hear it.
So being in Cleveland, having an opportunity to say, you know what, we got something here, and people can see that, that Cleveland has it. You know what I'm saying? That we have gems here. That I've really met some beautiful people right here, in this room from Cleveland that has talent that can say, you know what, we on the map. Cleveland is on the map because I'm gonna tell you, I traveled around the entire world, and what we got going on, I ain't seen a whole lot of that. Okay, so I'm proud to say that, this performance that we have is on the map, that we doing one of the best shows, globally. You understand, in terms of representing African dance. And we're going to have a guest artist from Guinea, Senegal.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Ghana, Cuba. So we're going to be representing
Mali.
Africa in the diaspora.
Mali.
Right. Okay, so
Say that word again.
The diaspora.
Man, I got to get me a dictionary.
He does,
right? So basically that means celebrating Africa throughout the world in all its many facets.
Yes. That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's up. Now, I've seen a lot of different Juneteenth celebrations. Not most of them aren't really about the culture. It's just mostly celebrating. And what do you see? That's I can see what sets y'all apart. But when you look at other Juneteenth celebrations, what do you think about what they're doing as far as like? Just what when you see like other people doing it.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of times I'm just thankful that they're having something and they call it Juneteenth because that means they have a level of awareness. Okay, so that's a start. So I'm never into knocking anybody, but at the same time, you know, I'm always saying, come on, more. You know, more richness, more culture, more Africa, more authenticity. You know, I'm always screaming for that. So, yeah, a lot of times you do see programs and they don't have it, but it's a beginning. You know, H. Rap Brown, when he had the dashiki on, a lot of people didn't know what was happening. They was wearing afros. But then what happened? Somebody said, why am I wearing this afro? Why do I have on this dashiki? And then they started to search their culture and learn about the history and the roots of who they are. So it has to start somewhere. So I would just say, you know, kudos to all that's celebrating Juneteenth. But let's keep it going and let's keep the culture alive and let's bring Africa live and direct.
I would add to that to say that, you know, our culture, being Americans, you know, we have to remember the origin story, right? And so that's why we integrate the culture, the richness, the value systems, the art from Ghana, from Mali, from Guinea, from Cuba, because we're talking about the origin of who we are. And I think that's what is different about our Juneteenth celebration is that we really, really focused on our history that supersedes our enslavement. You know, we got to get back to the core of who we are, you know? So a lot of, I've seen a lot of them and like, you know, Sister Salima was saying, it's not a knock to them, but barbecues and things, those are things that we can do all year, you know, but this is like that moment where we got to sit down and take a step back and say, hey, man, we've been through a lot, you know, and we got to get back. We got to bring our entire family, our entire community back to a time when we're respecting our elders, when we're taking care of our children, when we had the whole village. So that's what really African dance, that art form, reminds us about.
Because, I mean, we're the only culture that had our heritage and history bred out of us. You know, you get most immigrants that come to America and they, you know, they still have their traditions that they have from their mother country or whatever. With us, unfortunately, that was driven out of us because, you know, the way slavery was. And, you know, we try to find it and but, you know, it's funny because if you go to some African cultures, they don't look at us as black or African or being African descendants now. They look at us as lower because we're really not. Most of us are really not African anymore. I mean, do you have anything? What do you think about that? That comment, just because I mean, I've seen that, and I just like to get other people's opinions.
Well, we all African,
right?
Every single last person on this earth.
But we also, you know, but a lot of us are so mixed now.
Yeah, I respect that opinion, but I come from the mindset that the original man and woman came from that seed of that continent.
Actually, when you get that,
so
okay, yeah.
This idea that we are not African is it's a myth, a misnomer, miseducation. You know, so that's the first thing, and I respect what you said because you know we've been around Africans and Americans, and we all don't have the same mentality, but we got to approach it from the aspect of we brothers and sisters. So this whole we're mixed. Yes, we indeed are. But the core of who we are is just the like same core as everyone else, right?
Right, but I mean, but it's still getting back to that. If you've ever dealt with some of the African cultures, different African cultures, they don't look at us as being African.
When slavery took place, you know, there was colonialism in Africa. So what happened was that not only did we get colonialized, so did they. They lost their culture too. Okay. You understand? They forgot. They don't know. So a lot of times, you know, we have to bridge that. You know, we have to each one teach one.
Right.
You know, we have to inform them as well as they inform us. It's all, you know, so we all got hurt through this process.
Because it goes both ways too. It's like y'all was saying earlier. There's a lot of Africans that look up to some of the stuff we do because, you know, black culture is taking over entertainment, period. And, you know, of course, when you go, it's like, who said the story about the kid?
Me, when I told
Go-
you about the young boy.
Go ahead, tell it.
Oh, I was saying when I was in Senegal, a young boy, 10 years old, walked up to me and said, "What's up, my nigga?"
Right.
You know, and he was smiling. He wanted to greet me because he knew he learned some English words. And so I had to pull him aside and let him know the correct way of how to greet, because a lot of times, you know, people say, oh, you know, black people, we trying to be white, but the rest of the world is looking at us. They looking at us.
Right. Because we have, even because on social media and in publication and on TV, we are big. We are the fastest, because most culture revolves around the stuff that we do now. And then, you know, whites take our culture and try to take it and you know, make it theirs, but it's really, you know, come from us. So so the world looks at us and it's a big eye on the things that we do, but, you know, I still feel like they don't have that respect for us.
I would like to just say, you know, I know we've been talking for a while, but I just really want
We're
those
gonna talk
that's
more.
listening to just let them know. They're saying, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? We're talking about Juneteenth 10th anniversary Japo African Drum and Dance Show that will take place Saturday, June 8th and Sunday, June 9th. Our concert is Saturday, June 8th. So we
At
just
the
want
Cleveland Playhouse.
Yeah, I was getting
At
to that.
Cleveland Playhouse.
I actually have a whole segment for that. She just tried to jump and take over my job.
I'm sorry.
She
I'm
just
sorry.
wanted to take my job.
But
Nah,
can't
you can have the vibe on there. I don't even want to know.
Can't you hear it in my voice? This was my calling that never came through.
I'm sorry. I mean, you got that
testing,
voice.
1, 2, 3.
She got that voice. She got that voice. It's like she should have been Wendy Williams without the surgeries.
Or the stank.
I mean,
and the bad attitude. But I actually got a video of y'all. I'm gonna play it and then we're gonna jump into some music. When I come back, I want to talk more about the Juneteenth celebration and about the different programs that you have with Japo and just, you know, talk about y'all individually as performers and women in general, and, you know, and also y'all, you know, y'all all natural women. So that's a very, very, very nice thing.
All right.
Nice thing. Nice. If you see me, I got big guns because my mama got some too. It's Mr. D's. It's the vibe over there. We're going to be right back. We're going to play some music. We're going to play this video for tell you about Japo Cultural Arts Institute. And when we come back, we're going to talk more about the Juneteenth concert, the 10th annual Juneteenth concert. So make sure y'all check it out. It's the vibe on air with that guy with the gums, Mr. Gummies.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sierra Khalid with the Vibe on Air Live. Make sure y'all tune in. It was a great show. I enjoyed myself, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Much love.
West side. I'm calling you for baby. This your most humble guy, the son, calling from West Africa, Ghana, man. Girl. I'm really waiting on you, girl. West side, west side. I keep on calling you for baby, but there's no answer from the phone. We got something to talk about, very urgent. Listen, I'm from the west side, you from the east coast. Those ladies and gentlemen talking about us. Even your real best friends don't want us together. I wanna tell them it's too stop. I'll keep on pursuing this until I lose my last breath. Nothing gonna distract my mind, cause I have a focus mind. I'm the real man to take you to the top and a great year. Don't let that negativity, connectivity of manipulation got you. West side. I'm calling your phone, baby, pick up the phone. West side. Can you hear me calling? Baby, pick up the phone. West side. My baby, please pick up. West side. I'm glad you can hear me now, my boo. You brought me up when I was down there in the ditch. You believed in me while they were making fun of me. You cleaned me up from the dust, prepared me, gave me a maximum exposure. Now I'm global. Everybody knows my name. It's obvious, hard work pays. So tell me, how can I break such a beautiful heart? Baby, I will ride with you until I die. Both of us now are celebrities and we celebrate it to the end of time. You are the real deal, let's get the deal done. I'm still the humble guy, I will still remain loyal to the game as far as the rule of is concerned. West side. I'm calling your phone, baby, pick up the phone. West side. Can you hear me calling? Baby, pick up the phone. West side. My baby, please pick up. West side. I'm glad you can hear me now, my love. Yeah, in every relationship there's a little bit obstacles and misunderstanding, you know what I mean? But I thank God for providing me the greatest and the best love in my life, man. Big ups to Go Get Up Inc. Entertainment. And shout out to DJ Squad and all the Nev DJs in Cleveland, Ohio, making it possible for me to be heard internationally. This love is so intense, man. You understand? Now we are global, baby. You know what? God first.
Yo, all you hateful, hypocrite leeches try and hang with us. Make sure you know we dangerous. We're much more than street spot. We'll expose the weak heart. So it goes.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
These walls get talking, though they won't leave you alone.
I'm bad to the bone. I hold my own tightly, righty up on the chrome. Not gat, but battle axe, followed by boomerangs thrown with technical precision, hitting right beneath the dome. I just let them go, they decapitate and come home. Beef up security, higher, more firepower, yo. When I get you as if you stood all alone. Cause Mr. Hunt, seek and find and kill, murdering, long range from top of the hill. When the blowgun spits, poison tips rain down. Off-duty samurais move with wildlife sounds.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
These walls get talking, though they won't leave you alone.
We murderiferous like Mama Knowns. Firstborn child, get wild and get ground. To food for coyotes somewhere in Arizona. My queen, mean Colombian devil's breath. Scopolamine dreams make you lean into death. Go try to breathe, I begin to squeeze. Even tighter, drop your code, walk away, drum and spray some cover fire.
We burn, bad mind, like hypocrite parasites. Thunder rolling from out the sky, but not until the lightning strikes. These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
These walls get talking, though they won't leave you alone.
Prepare to be terrorized and shown while your paid muscle lay crumpled, entire face blown off. I'm the boss and I change your chromosomes from a little girl trapped in a grown man's body. Take off that dress, let's end this little tea party. I know you feeling scared cause it ain't fair how with 6 million ways to die, you chose now.
Mind what you do, watch what you say. Read every caution sign along the way. Remind yourself each and every day. Remember me tell you, me say that me still be born.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get talking, though they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
Juneteenth is one of the oldest celebrations commemorating the ending of slavery in the United States, specifically in Galveston, Texas, in the southern states. It was June 19th, 1865, when the proclamation was read that all slaves were free. Now, this occurred 2.5 years after President Lincoln had already issued the order for slaves to be free. So, upon the reading of this proclamation from General Gorton in Galveston, Texas, it began to be a huge celebration in southern states. And now the celebration is becoming a worldwide celebration of African American independence.
¿Qué lo que? Tú tienes agua.
El agua es de allá.
¿Qué lo que?
Papá, dame algo.
Estás aquí todos los días.
¿Tú vas a la escuela?
Sí. Eso es bueno. Yo necesito aprender matemáticas, inglés, español. Eres muy inteligente.
Educated and economically independent, escaping poverty. Though God is watching me properly, I fulfill His prophecy in this monopoly. Like the scriptures in Deuteronomy, it's kamikaze, you ride with me. My philosophy was born dead, trapped in the womb. Hating the fans came out my mother's legs with more intentions than getting bread. With that said, I got a clock in my head, a plastic Glock on my bed. Attempt to stop me and I'm popping the lead. So I desire to rise higher and inspire. These niggas can't stop me like a forest fire. So bring the gasoline and the tires and spark the lighters. I'm walking out the booth like I'm Richard Pryor. I came a long way, but still I gotta go further. I went from chartering flights to throwing shots at the charge. I got the mind of a student at Harvard, and George Washington Carver. Move strategic and proceed. The world is mine. I'm a king destined to shine. I'm on my grind. Revolution inside my bloodline. Money on my mind. Got me focused on my grind. Grip the 9 as I climb to the top until my time. The world is mine. I'm a king destined to shine. I'm on my grind. Revolution inside my bloodline. Money on my mind. Got me focused on my grind. Grip the 9 as I climb to the top until my time. These niggas wanna lock me inside. I would never let them take me alive. Ride a collide. Keep that heat on my side like Jonathan Jackson. Running the courtroom. Shotty blasting. Steady spazzing. Let's get it cracking. And I ain't laughing. Just show me the money. Make it quicker catch. Shots in your tummy. I'm laying low to flee in the country. I'm overseas with Dominican honey. Sitting under palm trees. I'm never broke. I see residuals monthly. I got J. Edgar Hoover turning in his grave. 40 years later, the spirit is in me, and from the dead I raise. Strength of a slave, dedication of a nationalist. Mind of a Garveyite, I'm a lyrical activist. Clap the fifth, make niggas disappear like a magic trick. My heart colder than the iceberg that made the Titanic flip. Abandoned ship, one phone call, and then we on your strip. 100 thick, real niggas with me, and everybody. The world is mine. I'm a king destined to shine. I'm on my grind, revolution inside my bloodline. Money on my mind. Got me focused on my grind. Grip the 9 as I climb to the top until my time. The world is mine. I'm a king destined to shine. I'm on my grind. Revolution inside my bloodline. Money on my mind. Got me focused on my grind. Grip the 9 as I climb to the top until my time.
Bum bum bam down dun 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 dun. Got the dun 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 dun. It's the vibe on there, Mr. Deeds, the open mic king, and we back. We talking to the ladies at Jabo. They still watching theyself because they can't get enough of them. We talking to Jamila, Queen, Shy, and Salima. And we talk about Juneteenth. We had some videos playing from my man from Camp Cleveland. Of course, we had the sun again with Westside Baby. Then we have my dudes from Wildlife Sounds. Then we're talking walls. I'm waiting for them to get some new music. They got new music coming. Woo! But we're going to talk to the ladies at Joppa over here. If you don't know, they right here. The Joppo ladies. I know I'm a funny dude, but Joppo sound like something you put on with hot sauce. Give me some of that Joppo on my taco, man. Put a little of that Joppo. I need some extra Joppo. Some guacamole. Guacamole and Joppo go together. Nah, let me stop. We ain't gonna crack no more jokes. But we gonna crack some more jokes. But so we was looking at the video, and you know, the whole production is a big stage production. It's not like a simple thing. It's a real concert. It's damn near a play. If you look at it, it's a play. And it of course, and by my judging, looking at just the video, it tells a story. It tells a story of our culture. And if you haven't been to see it, because I ain't been to see it, but I'm gonna make sure I go see it. It's gonna be something great. It's gonna be at the Ohio Theater. I told them I protest that play because I ain't never been there. But I'm gonna go this time so I can start protesting them. And then we gonna see it. Tell us your role in it, Jamila. Wait a minute, is your mic on? Cause you sounded.
Mic check.
Okay, there you go.
Check.
Now I can hear you now.
You can hear me.
So let me turn you back down. Not okay.
Cause he's a hater in real life.
I'm not really.
Real life.
She's a good piece. She's a good people. She's a good piece of work.
I'm gonna leave that one.
Shout out to her husband.
Right.
He got to be patient.
Hey.
All right, but now what's your role?
He watching. Don't make him slide through now. All right, so this year, hopefully I will be dancing again, but I will be drumming this year. And I am also the vendor coordinator. So, hey, if we have any vendors, food vendors, clothing, books, if you have a service like a massage, because we have dance and drum workshops. So those masseuses come on out. Yeah. Bell bondsmen, come through. You never know. Somebody might leave out. Get in a fender bender. Hey, you never know. Fender bender.
My services is not free for the African culture. You still gotta pay. But right on.
That's my role this year. My daughter is also a dancer. It's multi-age, multicultural. So please do not hesitate. Don't think this is just a black-only thing. This is for everybody. This is not a young person thing. This is not an old person thing. It's not a black. It is for everybody. Come out, grab your coworkers, grab your mama, your grandmama. Come dance, come laugh, sing, be entertained. Come on out.
Right.
Now, before I move on to the next one, did you have to practice drumming? I mean, is it something that you already knew?
No, we practiced. We've been practicing since what? September.
So you think you're talented?
I know I'm talented.
Okay. You ain't gotta tell me twice. I understand. Because, you know, your part in that play was not to play.
Don't hate. My part was bigger than yours.
No, actually.
Yeah, it was.
It was part two. I was doing because my part was bigger in the first play that you wasn't in. Yeah.
That's why she put me in the second part to make it bigger. Don't play with me, D. Go on.
I'm the star of everything I do. I'm just playing. But tell them about, you know, I know you besides doing this with the, you know, the Juneteenth and the Joppo Cultural Arts, you also are an established actress. Can you say actress anymore? Or is it actor still? Or are you just an actor now?
All of the above, I guess. I mean, technically, I haven't Outside of Japo, I haven't done anything. Have I?
You've done some work.
I have, but for the life of me, I cannot remember right now.
That's how important Japo is to her, that everything else pales into comparison. Sorry, Melanice.
Nothing. I ain't get nothing else. It's my life.
It is. It's life. Japo is life. Japo.
So is this like basically? I mean, how often are you rehearsing with this? And
Baby.
Now we're in crunch time. So
Really?
normally, okay, so next year, for those who come to the show or who are interested, we have community classes on Wednesdays and Thursdays. But once we get into
and Saturdays.
I said Saturdays.
You said Wednesdays.
Yeah, you said Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Saturday.
I'm sorry, scratch that. Wednesdays and Saturdays. Saturday.
She works so hard. She's getting her days all splished together. It don't feel like it feel like it's just right to the next day.
It is. It always is when you go. But once we start putting our pieces together for the concert, it goes to Sundays as well. And once we really get in crunch time, it's 5 days. No, 5 or 7 days a week.
So y'all like training like athletes for
pretty much it is.
You have to have a lot of endurance to dance and sing and drum for.
When you get mad at your kids, do you just start going into songs sometimes just off a habit now because
that's the old school thing.
What are you doing now? Don't you dare go in that refrigerator. It's like it's just.
That's what we do.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's like y'all just do it so much now. It's just like second nature. You may not even realize you're doing it.
I mean, in all honesty, especially when we get in crunch time, well, I think I'm the only one here with a child in the production. It's a community. It's family. So our kids are there with us.
Right.
The very first Juneteenth, my son was 6 months old, and he was strapped to my back during the performance.
Wow. So you was at the very first one. So you've
Very
been
first
doing,
one.
this is your 10th one.
It's not my 10th one, but I've been there since the first one.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And you said you had them strapped to your back?
Strapped to my back.
Wow.
Like, here in America, it's so Americanized. It's, you put the sling on, put your baby in front, and then you can't do
No, you got to
what
do
you
it
need to
African
do.
style.
Yeah, we do it. You strap your baby to your back, and you got all this space to do what you need to do. And I have not seen not one baby who gets strapped to that back and fall asleep almost immediately.
Right.
Do it, ladies. Do it, ladies.
That's right.
Get you some
But
sturdy
help.
Get some help putting that
I'm
baby
gonna find
on.
me a nice big woman and strap myself to her back.
You tie it here. Make sure it's sturdy. That baby ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna find me a woman and pay her to carry me around on her back.
Nah, boo. No.
I mean, I feel like I'm a big baby.
You may feel like it, but you don't
Yeah, don't
feel like it.
She got to be strong enough to carry me though. Pay by the hour.
What was that?
Rasputin.
That's the best sleep you ever had. That's what you when you wrong. Shit, that's who it got to be. I'm not that big. Queen Sha.
Yes, sir.
Tell them what you do with
What
the
do I
show
do?
and your show and all that. Give them the old.
Yeah, so I bring the fire. You understand?
The fire.
I bring the fire. I bring the pain, baby.
The fire.
Whoa.
The fire.
You are not. So
I have sound effects, by the way.
I'm a part of this mission because I used to dance in Cleveland with another group and was so excited when I learned that Talise had a dance company that supported African drum and African dance, which, by the way, a woman's ability to drum is something, very new.
Right. I was
Right.
thinking that because women in most cultures aren't allowed to do a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that
In many tribes, a woman was forbidden to drum, so it's especially special to me to bang on a drum, knowing that somewhere, it's frowned upon. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
But yeah, so I'm really just here to support the effort. I do a lot of community outreach. I'm always somewhere either educating someone about what Juneteenth is or just informing them about our upcoming production. you know.
Okay.
So there's a lot of opportunities to be a part of this. If, like Jamila was saying, we have vendor opportunities. We also have an opportunity for sponsorship. So I'm sure that you have a listening audience who might want to be involved a little bit more than just buying a ticket, which they can get on playhousesquare.com. If they're interested in right sponsoring a group of young people, because this is where the rubber meets the road. This education is so critical right now. We're in a really, really fragile time where our children really don't have anything to do, right? And it would be better served for them to be in a place where they were safe, right?
Definitely.
And they were also learning values and principles and keeping themselves busy, as my grandma used to say, right? So if you're a part of an organization or children would, find some use in being exposed to this, just reach out to us.
Have y'all thought about putting together a program and just like you're doing this concert for Juneteenth? What about a kids program like that? What the hell?
You have mail.
Well, children are in the show. We have a whole segment
right,
where children are performing.
But have you thought about doing that, not even doing a show per se, but making it like a program, like kind of like a 4-H type thing or whatever, where kids can come after school, whatever, and learn more about like just African culture in general.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's been done over the years.
It has, okay.
Yeah. So what happens is, as time moves on, you kind of move in different directions. And actually, this production is what I would say is like the icing on the cake, because Talise, our artistic director, she's been in the community for years doing after-school programs, in-school programs, over the last
Boys and Girls
15
clubs.
years.
Okay.
So what happens is that when opportunities come, then we take advantage. So that's always something that's in the making. Actually, there was some programs that happened this year too. So, but an ongoing, right now we don't have an ongoing after school program or anything. Okay. So that's always something that's, okay, are we going to do this year?
Well, it's always nice too to partner, right? Because we can't be all things to all people.
Right.
We got our ministry, as my sister would say here. Our ministry is in arts education and dance and drum. So if there's an organization out there that has a after-school program that would benefit from implementing a part of JAPO, that's where we can really, leverage both sides of the, coin. Because,
there are a lot of kids who want to, branch out into some type of musical role. A lot of kids want to learn. And I think, a good background is always to have a background from which we came from. If you want to learn drum, fine, learn drum, but learn this first and then take that into learning drum with it. If you want to learn to play the drums, learn how to play the drum. If you want to learn to dance, fine, learn how to dance, but learn this dance from our culture and then take it into, I feel like that would be a good,
foundation.
Yeah, good foundation.
Can we keep it real?
Go ahead, keep it real. Keep it 100.
Just keep it all the way 100.
Keep it 1,000.
You have to be a special type of person to do this type of work, because it's not always financially supported in our community.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right? So it would benefit the community at large if we had a center that we could dedicate all types of art programs. But mamas and daddies got to stop buying Jordans and Kyries and Apple Watches for children who are barely passing their grades. They're not getting any benefit from the materialism that they've just been blessed to consume.
Right. And I'm going to delve into just that real quick, because as a person who buys a lot of Apple Watches and sometimes Jordans, the reason why a lot of parents buy a lot of this stuff for their kids, even though the kids may not deserve it because some of the kids are bad as hell, is because, they may have came from a situation where they didn't have nothing as growing up. And they, like me, I always said if I ever have kids, I'm going to give them everything, because I ain't have nothing. So, yeah, I'm going to make sure my kids have everything. I'm going to spoil my kids. But it is kind of it's kind of bad, because you are spoiling these kids and they are bad and they grow up to be bad people. Unfortunately, I mean, it is. I work in an industry where I deal with a lot of spoiled ass kids growing up, and you know. But I definitely feel that they need to start focusing more on stop focusing on the material, and go into the education. The main thing that they need to know. They need to have knowledge instead of being worldly about, oh yeah, you know, the Jordan's coming out. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying?
It's like it's an investment. Make an investment into your child. Those Jordans is not gonna return anything to you. Your Apple Watch, your latest technology, it's not gonna return anything of value to you.
Cause that Apple Watch gonna break.
It is, and them Jordans gonna wear out, and somebody gonna step on them, and then you gonna fight about it.
Or they gonna steal them.
That too, steal them, get you in a fight over them. It's not giving you anything of value, of culture to your life. So instead of putting our money into material things, we as a community need to put our money into ourselves, into learning ourselves, knowing our foundation. What started is my biggest pet peeve about us is that we think Black History Month, that one, they gave us
a month,
incorrect information, and it's only Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Rosa Parks. It's so many more. So much more. It goes way back, further and further and further. Before the Middle Passage, it's so much of us to learn, to know, and for whatever reason, we don't see the value in that. We only see value in our electronics and what we give our kids, and how good they look and how their hair is going to school.
I grew up in the era when it was good to be Black again. You know, the 70s had that big era, 60s, 70s had that era where it was, you know, everybody was proud to be Black. And then they started coming back again, like in the 90s, you know, Public Enemy and then, you know, that X-Clan and all that stuff. And that's when, you know, everybody was in the red, black, and the green, and everybody was more into it. And it was always, that's all it was, promoting Black. But nowadays, it's just who got the most dope.
That's by design.
How much lean they could drink.
That's by design, you know, because they figured out a long time ago that, you know, we gonna have music. When we didn't have a drum, we found a shoe to beat on. Mm-hmm. We created a steel drum. If you live in Trinidad, you understand. Mm-hmm. So the music is really a part of this melanin. So they figured, well, they're gonna make it work for them and not for us. So there's a big shift in Public Enemy and the Roots and, you know, KRS-One, who had a message and alternative to the gangster rap scene. But now we just getting inundated with this like nonsense of confusion. This music is designed to confuse us.
It's just crazy because stuff like the Juneteenth celebration is not even really going to be. It's going to be viewed by a lot of people, but the bulk of the mass don't want positivity anymore. Negativity is the new positivity now. They rather, you get more hits for being negative on anything than being positive. You can go out here and run through a burning building and save 20 people, carrying them on your shoulders, but they going to look at the dude that started the fire, though, he did it so crazy. That's the part that kills me. And this Juneteenth concert is important, and people need to make sure that y'all go, because this is us. This is what we need to know. Now, there's a couple of dates with this. On Saturday, June 8th, 2019, they got the drum dance workshop. Now, y'all gonna be teaching drum and dance?
Yeah. We start at 9:00 in the morning. Our first class
is a free class.
And it's a free class. It says that right here.
Yeah, free to the community. First class at 9 a.m. Followed by Sabar drumming.
Okay. I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah. And then Mali dance, Guinea dance, and capoeira.
Now, make sure you let some of these dumb understand. It's Mali dance.
Okay, not Mali, Pop Mali.
It's not Pop and Mali.
M-A-L-I.
Just so y'all know. It's
country in Africa.
You get yourself together. Because we ain't on that. We ain't on that.
Okay. Yeah, so, and then following the workshops is the performance. This is the creme de la creme, okay? You know, this is where we come out and the dancers and the drummers show you the work that they've been working on for 9 months. You know, they pull it out there and lay it out on the stage. And when I tell you it is just breathtaking. You might even, get the chills or shed a tear because it's.
And I see they got capoeira on here.
Yes.
Oh man.
What?
The dance of death.
Do you
One
want
of
to
my
play?
rare, and like I said, it's all family. And
I do a
community.
flip and kick your head off.
Yes.
I love it.
It's a break dance slash
It's the break your neck dance.
slash kung fu.
Break your neck dance.
That's what capoeira is. It's a deadly dance. Capoeira is a martial art.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's what it is.
And I
But
want
it
to
can,
also
martial
mention that we have master drummers and drummers and dancers that's coming to our show. This is not just we're gonna be teaching some dance from Africa. I mean, we have people that are coming from all over the world. They're coming from Africa just to come here and teach. We have people like Babacar Mbaye and Yusuf Kumbasa.
Wow.
And Jenna Basako and Mustafa Brima and Weedy Brima.
Now, Weedy's a world-renowned drummer,
Yeah, so, and then, of course, on the Sunday, June 9th, we're going to have some Afro-Cuban dance.
yeah, I saw that. I was looking at that. And
Yeah.
Because, a lot of people don't know most Cubans are descendants of Africa. Just like they stopped in Jamaica or West Indies, they stopped in Cuba.
Yeah.
If you look at most Cuban dudes, they are black.
Strong African culture in Cuba. And we actually doing a twist this year, too. Our last class on Sunday is going to be a New Orleans second line with Michelle Gibson. And that should be really nice.
That's going to be fire.
The whole thing is fire, but every year it's like
Baby.
a different little drop, like element in that we haven't had before. That really just, hey, we just so dope. It's so much we could just offer and teach. It's just a shame we can only do this for 2 days, but
But I mean, it's gonna have a big turnout, and I mean, you're doing it at a very big, prestigious place. You're at the Ohio State Theater.
The
Ohio Theater.
The Ohio Theater is still Ohio is a state.
Playhouse Square.
Right.
Right. It's down there.
So the classes will be at the Gun Dance Studios, and those are adjacent to the theater, right next to Idea Stream on Euclid.
Okay.
Everybody in Cleveland, Euclid Avenue, you all know where.
So if you ain't got a car, catch the 6.
Yeah.
And you can get off right
or
in
that
front.
health line.
Right. You can get off right in front. If you catch the 14, it'll come down and turn right there too.
Yeah,
you
plan to stay all day. You know what I'm saying? Bring you a bottle of water.
Right.
A weekend. So
don't bring no bottle, no other bottles. This is a dry thing, right? It's a dry event. Can't come down there just bringing bottles. They might have a bottle tub.
That's when that bail bondsman gonna come into play. Right.
Well, Mr. Diesel, you need to be free. But now it's called I already messed up the Tukey. Okay, because I was about to make sure I was saying it right because I already messed up Japo a couple of times. So it's the Tukey journey. Tell us about that.
Tukey means journey. So.
Well, that made me look dumber. Well, I'm gonna end the show right here.
No. The reason why we had to put it on there.
Damn it. Go ahead.
It's an educational moment.
Then why y'all got it twice?
Because
the translation.
I know, just But no, I mean it's cool though. I mean, but it's good because people get to learn the culture, man. And you get to learn words that you didn't know. Tukey means journey. I confirm. What do Japo mean?
Come together.
Come together. See.
Together.
Come together. Hey girl, Japo.
All right.
See, you can go to the club with a drink and be like, "Hey girl, Japo."
You're gonna sound all African and stuff, and she's gonna be like, "Ooh, that's my king right there."
I give you $5,000 if you marry me to get the passport.
Hi, you gonna give me how many?
I'll give you $5.
$5.
If you pretend. It started at 5.
Oh, and this year, I just want to just say this really quick because it's important. We have VIP seats.
Ooh, yeah, I saw that.
So
they $100
this is
for the
them
VIP.
Ballers, you know what I'm saying? That pop bottles at the club. You want to show your girl a good time.
So to my 2 African friends, Mohammed and Mohammed. Unfortunately, they both named Mohammed. But one is Moyami, and then the other Mohammed, I can't remember his last name. Y'all need to come to this too and support. I'm going to be inboxing y'all later. For real. I'm not playing. I'm going to be inboxing y'all because y'all always, want to talk about how, greater your life was. Well, come show us and show support to this because it's helping all black people. It's good for the upliftment of the culture. Yes. And it'd be good if some African descendants would come through. Some people from Africa. So come through and show love.
Come break bread with us.
Come break bread with them. Break all your bread. Now, Salima, being that you the serious one over there. She give me the like my grandmama used to give me. Now, what is your expectation of this? What is the big outcome you would like to see of this?
The big outcome I would like to see is that all brothers and sisters of Cleveland, that we pack the house, that Playhouse Square gets a chance to see when African culture comes in the house, that we full the house. You understand? With people who come to support, to see African culture. You understand? To celebrate Juneteenth, to celebrate our culture. That's the biggest, because the more people in the audience, the more they're going to learn. They're going to take this journey with us, and they're going to come out and they're going to know something they didn't know before they came there. If it's an African word, if it's history, if it's a dance, whatever it is, they're going to be able to learn something. And so my thing is that let's educate one another and let's teach our culture, because the more we do that, the more that we heal. This is healing for us. Dance is healing. Drum is healing. So we need to heal as a people, as a community, and this is one of the best ways to do it. So my outcome is that we learn, that someone learns, that a young person takes this and it changes their life. I just want to have an impact on someone's life.
Now, is this your first year doing it at the Ohio Theater?
Yes.
So this is big.
This is big.
And you got some great sponsors behind it too.
Yeah. Big shout out to Cleveland Foundation and Cuyahoga Art and Culture. And of course the Playhouse for, acknowledging that this is an event worthy of their stage. They understand.
Oh yeah. I mean, just the small video alone said a lot to it. And I actually went on YouTube and seen a few other videos. I'm not gonna lie, because I try to do some research because I'm a journalist. And I mean, this is just really a great presentation, man. This is gonna be. It's like you go to the movies sometimes, and before you know they show the previews, but they have the little concert series. I could see that being like one of those things where, and coming to Chapo presents. And I mean, this is one of those things that I could see that can, go beyond the bounds of what you're and make it just be a bigger scope, on a bigger scope. This is a very great thing, and I appreciate y'all for coming and talking about it with me, even though I'm silly as hell.
No problem, thank you. I keep laughing and joking, silly. Saying started from the bottom, now we're here.
Right.
Not saying this is the bottom, but our very first Juneteenth celebration, probably the first 2 or 3 were at Caramoo, which is historic in itself.
Oh yeah, Caramoo.
Caramoo.
Big shout out to Caramoo.
Shout out to Caramoo.
They
book me.
My grandparents met there, so.
Oh.
Yes, they hold a special place in my
I've done
heart.
plays.
And that was the only thing I ever heard of from Cleveland before I came.
Right. I mean, yeah. Caramoo.
A lot of big talent came out of Caramoo.
We go up every year. And now we're at Playhouse. Like, I don't think Talisa's in her wildest dreams that she would have thought we were going to be here now. In our 10th year, we're at Playhouse Square. What?
Yeah.
Now,
that's crazy.
I got to get personal because this is a big thing, and it's huge that you're at the Playhouse Square in Ohio Theater and everything. So, because you get a lot of people who do performances and stuff like this, and usually it's what they call it, pro bono. Mm-hmm. Is this a pro bono thing for everybody, or is this
pro bono? What's pro bono? Ain't nothing in life free.
Okay,
I'm
just saying.
All due respect, no, this is not pro bono. You go get your
that's
ticket.
Dope though. But that's dope.
For sale.
Yeah,
that's dope. But that's dope.
So we can pay people.
Yeah,
that's dope though. I mean, that's
because there have been flying in artists from. Like West Africa,
right.
Cuba.
I'm just saying,
this ain't Ray Ray.
We've done plays together where we ain't get no money. So I'm just saying.
Got you.
That's what I'm just getting to that. That's a great thing. It's a great and beautiful thing.
Go online, playhousesquare.com. Get your $25 tickets in advance.
And go to the workshops. If your kids is under 13, under 12, pay $10. If they over 13, pay $15. If you're 55, pay $55.
Pay $15.
$55. Throw some extra money in.
If you come, mom, and your kids, they not taking classes, We have a children's village. We making instruments,
And, that,
and drums,
and pay
colors
and just
and
tip
swing.
$20 for every time. We trying to get these people paid. You understand me? We want to keep this going back. We want to do the Quicken Loans Arena, whatever they calling it now, because they rebuilding it. But we want them to do it there next year. So pay $20 more than what you paying everything else.
We're booked next year, but maybe 2021. You know?
However it go, we just let's get the budget up.
Come support us.
Yeah.
Definitely, please
Yes.
do. Please
Support
do.
Black.
Bring the bus.
Support.
Hey, you get a discount rate. You know.
But
for-
you don't
with
have to get the
group
discount.
rates.
Pay full price. Just pay full price.
all right.
So they can get this money and do what they need to do.
Yeah.
But we've been having a good time, and I love this. I mean, I'm actually show up, man. I'm gonna even pay because I was already thinking I was gonna get a free ticket, but I'm gonna pay. I ain't doing VIP though. I ain't that important.
Don't you want to see the sweat dripping off of them?
Yeah, but I also want to be able to pay my cell phone bill.
It's a nice studio.
I'll work
I
it
know
out.
we
I'll
know
work
you
it
ain't
out.
struggling. This is a nice studio.
Well,
Y'all
thank
can't
you.
see what we see.
Yeah, it's
Well, it's nice.
I try.
Got the marble. I see you.
All right.
Okay. Is that mahogany?
They all up in the business. So since y'all in a joking mood, usually about this time, I bring guests on the show because I like to break it down, because you're talking about some very serious stuff here, and this is going to be a great program, and I can't wait to go. But I think it's time that we play a little game, and it's time to play America's favorite game show. What does it mean? What does it mean? It's the game show where you have to define slang into regular ass English. Are you ready to play? What does it mean?
I think.
And you are not on teams. You are playing against each other.
Oh God.
Now, here are the rules. 1, you cannot use slang to define slang. You must define it into regular English, as if you were reading a dictionary, if you will. You cannot use the word to define itself either. So if I ask you, what does word mean? It's a word. Then, of course, you lose. Okay. If you get the answer correct, then you get the baby cheering. If you get the answer wrong, Homer Simpson. Usually it's the loser Homer. But for you ladies, I'm going to give you Homer, because that takes too long. And, of course, you will be timed. Are you ready to play What Does It Mean?
Sure.
And just to let you know, the slang can come from any region or any time frame.
It's slang?
Slang. You have to. Did you not hear me just break down the rules?
Oh, man.
Were you not listening to me?
I thought you said we couldn't use slang.
Right. You can't use slang to define
slang.
slang. But it is slang that you are defining. Okay. And it could be old slang, new slang. It could be from Kentucky, from Virginia.
Where's our buzzer?
You don't have no buzzers. It's who's first, starting with Jamila.
Okay.
Your word, Jamila. Jamila. Jamaliah? Jam?
That's a new one.
Your word is, God, my screen is doing something terrible. Your word is, I can't get my screen to do. Okay. Your word is tea. Tea.
Oh, that's gossip.
That is correct.
Oh, that's gossip.
That is correct.
That's
gossip. Oh my
That was like a giveaway.
Yeah.
It starts. It gets.
Okay, Jamila, you got the hook up. Okay.
Holla if you hear me.
We got you.
Queen Shah.
Yes, sir.
Or Quisha.
What?
I will screw up your name a bunch of times during this game. Your word is basic.
Regular? What is regular?
That is correct. It could also be someone underneath you. You a basic man.
Oh man.
Salima. Salima. How's it going?
It's going okay.
Your word is make it rain.
To make money. To bring money.
Is that your final answer?
Make some money.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I got it wrong.
That is incorrect.
When you make it rain, you throw money. You spraying money on somebody.
You're throwing money in the air over usually a promiscuous woman on a pole.
See, and I didn't even know. No, you're right. I did. I was thinking money. So okay.
It's money being thrown in a way that it will rain down upon you.
I'll make it rain. Make it rain. I'll make the money rain upon you.
It rains down upon you.
Oh, I got that mixed up. I used to be a rainmaker, right? I had to bring that money. Yeah, it was different.
Really?
She's trying to fix it now, y'all. It's okay.
Yeah. Jamila.
Oh, we going again?
Your word is jonesing.
Oh, that's like you longing for something. You want it. You fiending for it.
You using slang.
Jonesing, longing for something. You're wanting something.
Yay! Fiending is a legitimate word.
Fiending is a slang word, actually.
It's not. It's a real
word.
Yes,
It definitely is. It definitely is a slang word. But your answer is correct. It's to have an addictive craving for something.
Yes,
jonesing.
But Polish boy, beef.
Miss Polish Boy, a.k.a. Queen Sha.
Yes.
Your word is woke.
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 Conscious. Enlightenment. That's all I need to say.
That is correct. It's to be aware of your surroundings and of your environment.
Stay woke.
Yes,
Stay
that
woke.
song.
Get woke too. Wake up. Wake up.
Salima.
Okay.
It's getting deep. Come on.
Salima, your word is hangry.
Angry?
Hangry.
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 Oh man, why I always get the difficult one?
It's not difficult.
Hangry?
Hangry. Your word is
That
hangry.
ain't from Brooklyn.
Hangry is
Hangry.
a.
Let her answer first.
No, I mean I'm just saying we didn't say that in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
So are you saying you don't know?
Yeah.
No, that is incorrect. It's this-
I'm there. I'm on all the time, and they don't say that. They don't say that there.
Who wants to try?
Go ahead, y'all.
Because you're hungry.
Yeah, it's a. Yeah.
You're angry because you're hungry. That is correct. To be hungry and angry. Hangry.
Oh, okay.
Hangry.
Like the Snickers commercial.
That's exactly correct.
Because you're not yourself.
Jamila, your word is beat.
So it's apparently when girls get this makeup done, it's all caked up looking like you cremation number 5, but y'all beat.
Somehow that is correct.
Beat your face up.
That is correct. Or when the woman says to be beat by the gods.
She beat for the gods, honey. Yeah, you going to see God. Yeah.
That is incorrect. That is rude. Your word,
I love y'all. I do.
Queen Sha.
Yes.
Is bromance.
Oh, it's when two guys have a close relationship with one another that's associated with something you would see with two women. I'm sorry, with a man and a woman. So they call it a bromance instead of a romance. No? Yeah.
That is correct. As long as you didn't say they were gay, because they're not.
Yeah,
Romances,
gay.
they're just very, very close. It's two friends who are very, very close.
They go shopping together and
They do all of those
eat
things.
together, watch games together. They might match occasionally, but they're not gay. They're not gay.
Sal to the Leem,
And Huey.
Oh boy.
straight out of Brooklyn.
Right.
All right, kid, let me give it to you like this. Yo, kid, your word today, all right?
Right.
is cougar.
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 Cougar is when an older woman is in a relationship with a young man, and so he refers to her as a cougar.
That is correct. It's when older women chase younger men.
Does she also have to pay what she weigh?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It's just
I
older
just
women
wanted
who
to
like
get some
younger men.
clarity, you know, for a friend of mine.
A woman who pays what she weighs to a younger man is a sugar mama.
Oh, okay. Sugar mama. I got
Sugar
that
mama.
clarity.
Yes. Yes.
School
That's
kid.
correct. A sugar mama.
Pay what she weigh? Like,
Sugar
pay what
mama.
she weigh. Literally?
Sugar mama.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you come up out them pockets.
Y'all really having this debate? Ja.
No, it wasn't a debate. It was a question.
Ja. Jiggity ja. Mila. Coco.
Yes.
Puffs. Your word.
Pebbles.
I'm confused.
Cocoa
Your word
Pebbles? Oh my
is.
God.
Your word is. Fat.
PHAT. Pretty hot and tempting.
Yay!
I forgot she's from Florida. They know all the
That's
slang.
right, baby.
They know all the slang.
Right. They language is slang. That's right.
Queen Shah.
Yes.
Your word is Skrilla.
Skrilla?
Skrilla.
That's when something is real to someone else. It's Skrilla.
That is incorrect. Would anybody like to try to guess?
What I don't know.
Skrilla?
Skrilla is money.
Skrilla?
Skrilla is money.
Where?
In Houston.
Where they don't have much.
If you listen to anything that comes from you, Jay,
I'm kidding.
that is
Actually,
rude.
I like Houston.
That is
and the reason why I like Houston is because you guys
I'm about to
have
get
actually a
this
lot of money.
Skrilla. I'm a Skrilla gorilla. Ain't nobody rilla.
Skrilla?
Skrilla.
Never heard that one. But
Skrilla.
okay. We're going to go with Skrilla.
It's not my fault that you don't know. Salima. Your word is going Dutch.
What?
Going Dutch.
Going Dutch. Ooh, I know that.
It's amazing how many women don't get this one.
Ooh, I think I know it, but it's at the tip of my tongue. I can't go in Dutch. Ooh.
Your answer, please.
I'm scared. I don't even think I want to mess with that. What is it?
Do you want me to give you the wrong buzzer?
Yeah, give me the wrong buzzer. It's cool. I can live with it.
Can any woman on this panel tell me what going Dutch is?
Going Dutch is when you ask a guy to go out instead of him asking you.
That is actually incorrect.
That's the white going Dutch.
That is not.
That's just when you go on a date and you split it. You split the
Everybody pays their own bill. That is correct. That's where you go on a date and I pay my own bill, you pay your own bill.
I would like to appeal that decision.
Overruled.
No, what you're thinking of is when you take a guy on a date is called a date. It's just you're asking him out. It's just you're paying this time. Just still a date.
Oh.
All right. Back to the game.
I don't do either.
Jamila from Florida. She don't do either.
Duval.
Your word is kicks.
Kicks. Like laughs and jokes. No, shoes.
That is correct. Shoes. Kicks are shoes.
Got it.
She almost about to get that buzzer. She was about to get that buzzer. I was waiting till I was ready. Queen Shah.
Yes.
Your word is flossy.
Flossy is when you looking nice and you shining, yeah. You got money. Yay!
All that she said is correct.
Flossy, posse. We should do a girls trip. We will have fun. I think so. Flossy, posse.
Y'all doing it too much.
No,
Salima, your word is sharp.
What?
Sharp. Sharp.
Oh, sharp. The only sharp I know is when you're looking good.
You can finish.
When you're looking good and your clothes is on point, or your clothes is, crispy and, you look good. I'm going to just go with looking good.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
This is the point where it's your last words.
We turned up. You see what
These are your last words. I'm going to shoot 6 words at you. You got to get them right.
6?
Or else it's the end. It might not be 6. It might be less. I don't know. We're going to figure it out right here. Starting with Jamila.
Why are you putting so much emphasis?
Because the last words, I don't know.
You
I
put
just
the
do
H in my name, Ja.
Jamila. Jamila. Your word.
Jamila.
Your word is wave.
Wave.
Yeah. Wave.
Like I know what wave is. It's like a trend or something that's happening now. The new thing.
That is correct. It's the new trend, the new thing. You're riding this wave. This is my dead man voice. That's because of the end. Queen Shah.
Yeah.
Your word is drip.
Oh. That's when you wear the best jewelry and you just dripping diamonds and pearls.
You kind of ended like you were still saying something, so I didn't know if to stop or not. It's like diamond and pearl. It's like your phone got cut off in the middle of the conversation.
All right, now let's keep it simple.
Salima, your word is fleek.
Fleek.
Yeah, fleek.
Fleek. Ooh, young people told me that too. Let's see. Fleek. When your clothes look good.
You don't click the button.
Shut up.
Yay!
That is correct. When you're on fleek, you're on point in slang terms. Jamila, since you want me to click buttons, your word is a Cleveland word. Bet.
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 Okay, we'll see. That's it.
Yay!
That is correct. Bet means okay. It's just like another slang word out of New York that means the same thing. Salima, can you guess that word?
Fly?
No. It's word.
Oh, word.
Bet is the Cleveland version of word.
Oh, word. Okay.
Word. Bet. Yeah. What's your name? Queen Shy. Shy Queen. Queen Shy. Shalama-dama-dama-dama-dama-dama-dama. Your word is pearl.
Oh, only pearl I know is a naughty pearl. So I don't know. It's not the clitoris.
Get your dirty mind out the gutter and take this wrong answer with you. You're a dirty, dirty person and you don't deserve a right answer. Does anybody know what the word pearl means? It means to leave. Yeah, man, I'm about to pearl.
Yeah, I'm going to pearl out.
I'm about to pearl out.
That's right.
Yeah, it's an old Cleveland. See, y'all non-Cleveland born people don't understand it.
We don't.
That's
See,
an
now you
old
being
Cleveland
biased.
word.
Now you being biased.
I'm not being biased.
This test
It's
is
not
rigged.
being biased.
This is
It
rigged.
definitely is not
This is
being
rigged.
biased. For the final word, Salima, your word is bae.
Bae. Is that like bae, like your lover, your boo, the person that you with?
That is correct. That is the end of the game. I'd like to thank all three of our contestants for playing and for staying on and playing America's favorite game show. What does it mean? What does it mean? All of our contestants will receive absolutely nothing because they don't deserve anything because this is a made-up game I made up.
Winner. Ding, ding.
There is no winner but me.
I won. I got
It was a
every
rigged.
word right.
It's definitely a rigged game because I'm
Plus
the only
some of
winner.
the words that they missed. Winner.
Did y'all have fun with that?
I also would like to appeal the last decision as well.
And I'm still the winner.
No, you cannot appeal. That's just something for fun. I mean, it's just something to do. But did y'all have fun with that?
Yeah. That was fun.
Selima did. Selima did, and she just like, I don't know.
I mean, it's all good.
You gotta learn
Good,
stuff.
son.
Oh, my mic went out. Oh, is my mic on?
Don't.
Or is my headset? I don't know. But anyway, okay, there we go. Raggedy wiring. I'd like to thank y'all for coming, man, and talking to us about this. This is something that's very important, and people really need to make sure they go check out this Juneteenth celebration with Japo.
Yes.
Do this African Dance and Drum Festival.
Yes.
And I can't read backwards, but it's June, Saturday the 8th and Sunday the 9th, 2019.
That's right.
Make sure y'all go. It's going to be nice and warm. Ain't going to be no snow. It might be. It's Cleveland.
No. Get your tickets now because we are selling out.
Get
really,
your
really
tickets
fast.
now. Your tickets right now. Matter of fact, meet me on 55th and Broadway. They're going to have tickets, and we're going to be selling it right there. We're going to set up a
That's
booth
right.
out in the middle of the street.
Mhm.
We're going to block the street,
Yep.
and y'all come get these tickets. Because this is important. This is important. Learn about your culture. Learn who you are. Learn where you are from. I almost sounded like I was African trying to say
Where are
this.
you from?
Where are you from?
Near the beach.
I got to play Shaka Zulu in a play, and I'm working on my African accent, so African warrior accent. So I've been watching a lot of Black Panther.
That was my first love, Shaka Zulu.
That movie was the craziest movie in the
Shaka,
world. It took a whole week to play that movie.
Hey, real talk. Y'all ever noticed how James Earl Jones and Marge Sinclair always seem to play an African king and queen?
Right.
Like they were Prince Akeem's parents in Coming to America.
Mm-hmm.
They were Kunta Kinte's parents, and they both were Mufasa. It's Sarabi and the Lion King. Aha! African king and queen. Yep.
Wow.
Conspiracy theory.
I think they had a secret love affair for real though.
And he was Darth Vader,
I am your father.
king of the galaxy.
He actually worked for the king. Darth Vader worked for the emperor.
I don't know
Something
nothing
like
about
that.
Star Wars.
Yeah, he was yeah.
Darth Vader
Don't
worked for who?
He worked for
Sith
the emperor.
Lord?
The emperor.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Darth Sidious. He was the
Oh, yeah,
emperor.
Darth Sidious, that's right.
He was the
Yeah.
emperor
So
of the
he was
empire.
the minor
Nerd
king.
alert. Nerd
And
alert.
Darth was his apprentice.
Nerd alert.
Whatever.
Nerd alert.
Nerd
Whatever.
alert, yeah.
Whatever. I'm the handsomest nerd that ever came out of nerddom. But I like to thank these beautiful ladies for coming on the show, man.
Thank you for having
They
us.
doing a great service and they doing some great work, and this is a great event, man.
Shout
If
out
you
to
haven't-
Japo.
Shout out to Japo, man. If y'all haven't been to this, make sure y'all go this year. This is, I think, their biggest one, right?
Yes.
And it's gonna get bigger at the Ohio Theater, Playhouse Square. Make sure y'all go and y'all check it out, man. Shout out to Selima. Shout out to Jamila. Shout out to Queen Shy. Shout out to Queen Shy daughter just standing there.
Shout out to all our sisters. They're in the performance
they're in
tonight.
Oberlin.
Yeah, name
Lighting the
everybody.
stage
Name
up.
everybody that's in the production.
Ooh.
We got
Okay.
time.
And you know what?
Nah, just play. It's gonna be a lot. It's a
But we
lot.
do want to shout out our creative artistic director, Talise Campbell.
Right.
Without her,
Right.
none of
She was
this
supposed to
would
originally
be-
come,
doing it.
but
She
that's
was.
I had to reschedule.
Yeah. Because he can't keep his record straight.
It's only
But yeah, just
because
keep
I
in
don't write
mind that the
stuff down.
concert is only on June 8th, Saturday, 7:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
at the Playhouse Square. We're also having workshops on the Saturday and Sunday during the day. You can come in and take these workshops and try, taking some African dance class. We also have African drum workshops, and also we'll have a children's village. both Saturday and Sunday. African dance, capoeira, Cuban dance, Afro-Cuban dance. So yeah, just want to let folks know that it's both days, but only one day for the concert, which is the Saturday, June 8th.
And I will have this on the Vibe on Air page. I'll put the flyer up there with the schedule, so y'all can make sure y'all find it.
Find it.
But definitely,
vendors, holla at your girl. Inbox me. Email us. Juneteenth Cleveland. Juneteenth. TEENTH.
I should have charged y'all for all this.
Cleveland. at gmail.com.
We love you.
We love you, D.
I ain't getting no sponsors. Little logo on my. Nah. But
we got you.
It's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the ladies of Japo Culture Arts, Jamila, Queen Shah, Salima. Make sure y'all go, man. Before I send y'all off, I always ask all of my guests, to all the people watching the show right now, to the people that are, rewatch it later on YouTube or wherever they watch it on iTunes, I want you to look into the camera and tell the people what you would like to leave on their hearts and minds, starting with Salima.
The first beat is the heartbeat, which is the drum. Return and understand that this is yours. This belongs to you. Africa, the richest continent on the planet.
That was dope. That was
follow up with that. She
Queen
should've gone
Shah.
last, really.
Queen Shah.
So my message would be each one teach one. Be the change you want to see in the world.
And I got to drop a bomb for Salima because I meant to hit the bomb button and it didn't work at the time. Jamila. Jamila. J. Miller.
I can't stand him in real life, y'all. I would like to leave you guys with peace, love, and respect for everybody. Our culture is what we have to give and share. So we're sharing. Come partake.
Woo! These are very astute women in the studio right now. Give it up for them one more time. Shout out y'all information so people know how to find y'all, know how to get tickets one more time.
Okay, so you can buy tickets online at PlayhouseSquare.com. PlayhouseSquare.com. If you find any Japo member, we are here in the city. We have tickets on hand. You can visit our website, www.japo.com, DJAPO. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Japo Culture.
You also can pick up the workshop tickets on our website at www.japo.com. That is DJAPO.com.
And where do they go for tickets?
And for tickets, you go to PlayhouseSquare.com. You want to plug in the day, which is June 8th and 9th. And the name of our performance, once again, is Tuki. It is the 10th Annual African Drum and Dance Festival in Cleveland, Ohio's Ohio Theater.
That's it. Oh, and vendors, email us JuneteenthCleveland at gmail.com. No vendor is too small. Call us.
And once again, just remember the importance of this. This has been going on for 10 years, and now it's finally hitting bigger events, bigger platforms, and bigger stages. And you want to definitely try to get a part of this while it's still growing. Yeah. So make sure you go check it out. Learn some new stuff. Learn how to play African drum. Learn some African dance.
Because twerking ain't everything.
Yeah, twerking is
not
everything. Some people think twerking is a job now. Well, let's learn some other stuff. Let's learn how Africans really did it and learn about the beat, like she said, because that's the original beat. It came from our heart. That's where it came from in Africa. So make sure you attend this. Make sure you attend this. Once again, I got to give it up for these ladies. And I can't wait to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to definitely check this out because I like learning about my culture, man. I mean, like I said, I'm also playing Shaka Zulu in a play coming up soon. Be looking out for that. But, hey, I'd like to thank y'all, man. Y'all been officially tuned in to the Vibe on Air. Mr. D's Open Mic King. Make sure you follow us and subscribe to us on every platform. Make sure you hit us up on Facebook at The Vibe on Air. YouTube, The Vibe on Air. Instagram, The Vibe on Air. Facebook, The Vibe on Air. Snapchat, The Vibe on Air. Periscope, The Vibe on Air. iTunes, The Vibe on Air. Twitter, The Vibe on Air. MySpace, The Vibe on Air. Black Planet, The Vibe on Air. If you're on Kindle or whatever, it's The Vibe on Air. Tinder, The Vibe on Air. You can swipe left or right. We're going to be on both sides.
Vibe on Air.
Yeah, if it's Juneteenth, on their website, The Vibe on Air. I'm there too. Next week, we're going to be in the building. We're going to have a guest. I'm going to probably be drinking. We're going to have good stuff for you. Make sure you tune in. Stay vibey, if there's such a thing.